Good evening and welcome to the Business Day. I'm Vashan Brown. The government is looking for investors to help advance Jamaica's renewable energy ambitions, but some investors are skeptical about the high distribution cost for energy in Jamaica. Now, the Jamaica Promotions Corporation, JAMPRO, sought to convince Diaspora investors recently that the issue is being urgently addressed. Andrew Lately reports.
The government recently released its Integrated Resource Plan, which highlights a revised renewable energy target. It's hoping that 50% of the island's energy will come from renewables by 2037. Currently, only 12% of the island's energy is generated by renewables. To help achieve its 50% target, the government will issue a request for proposal in the first quarter of next year. But first, there are certain issues which must be addressed.
I know that over time, this has been a challenge for Jamaica as a country. But I think we're moving into a more digitized space. We'll be able to manage and monitor the distribution cost. And I'm sure we all know what we're talking about here as it relates to the utilization of electricity across the island to ensure that the cost is reduced significantly.
Vice President of Marketing at Jamaica Promotions Corporation, JAMPRO, Gabriel Heron, sought to convince Diaspora investors that work is being done to reduce the losses associated with energy distribution.
The focus is on generating capacity through clean energy, whether it be solar, wind, because once there's an increase in generating capacity, and then a corresponding reduction in distribution cost. What that will mean is an increase in productivity, a reduction in manufacturing costs, and all of those inputs will have a compounding impact on exports, on manufacturing, on margins gained. So your investment opportunities and your business opportunities will automatically improve.
Mr. Heron made a special appeal for Jamaicans living overseas to take advantage of the investment opportunity, indicating that firms in the diaspora have successfully done it in the past.
What I'd like to highlight here is a success story by actually a Jamaican who lived overseas, returned to Jamaica, and the company here that you see as a recent investment, 8 Rivers, they were responsible for Paradise Park is a solar farm generating 370 megawatts utility of solar PV plant. Real success story. So it gives you the thought process that this can be done for persons, it can be done by persons in the diaspora.
Andrew Lately, TVJ News.
Salada Foods will have to wait until next month to find out what the future of its instant coffee formula will be. After hearing the submissions from both parties, a Supreme Court judge said that she will deliver her decision in October. Salada Foods filed an application for a judicial review after the Jamaica Agricultural Commodities Regulatory Authority, JACRA, directed the company to include 30% local coffee content in the formulation of its instant coffee. Salada currently uses 10% local coffee. The company says JACRA's request to change the instant coffee formula will be detrimental to its cost of sales. Salada argued that the reformulation will materially change the taste profile of its Mountain Peak coffee brand, which currently enjoys more than 50% market share of the instant coffee sector. Currency trading ended today with the US dollar selling for $142.57. The Canadian dollar sold for $111.29. The pound sterling closed at $185.13, while the euro is going for $170.58. The JC index lost 1,224 points today, while the junior market index gained 23 points. Among the winners were Epley 8.75 preference shares, Elite Diagnostic, Kingston Wharves, Fosrich, and Sterling Investments. On the losing side were JMB Group 7.25% preference shares, Scotia Group Jamaica, Consolidated Bakeries, Medical Disposables and Supplies, as well as Blue Power Group. And that's the Business Day. I'm Vashan Brown. Have a good evening.